Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Ocean's Pit, a little show about big things. I hope you guys are having a great morning. I hope you had an incredible weekend. We got a great show for you guys today. Sorry about the dogs. They're barking again. Someone's probably here. Anyway, it is Monday, March 9th. It's a beautiful day out. Hope you guys are going out and having some fun. Check the website, TonyOceanMusic.com, and give us a call at 847-769-8609 to book a show. Every show is dedicated to the first responders, the men and women in the military, our veterans who fought for our country, but mostly it's dedicated to wonderful people like you who take the time and watch the show. Monday through Friday, it's Ocean's Pit style. Let's go to work. Woo! Let's do this. That's right. Thank you, Richie. Seventh Heaven. Hey, guys. How we doing this afternoon, boys and girls? And we had a great weekend. Boy, we got a lot to talk about. We got a really busy week coming up with a lot of good stuff. And what a way to start it off with our sponsor, the great JRC Ace Hardware Stores. JRC Ace Hardwares, and they got some great deals for the month of March. That's right, folks. Now, exclusively at all the JRC Ace Hardware stores and locations, all Carhartt clothes are 30% off. That's including gloves, socks, and hats. You gotta love these jackets, especially to keep you a little warm. Also, folks, Scott's four-stepped annual program for your lawn, $94.99 for a 5,000 square foot bags, a savings of $25, or $229.99 for a 15,000 square foot bags. That's a savings of $60. Perfect. Ego lawnmowers. Save up to $150 with Ego battery-powered lawnmowers and other outdoor power equipment. You'll never have to deal with gas or engine tune-ups again. Please free plus free assembly delivery on lawnmowers. See ad for details. They got so much stuff going on. Our good friends from JRC Ace Hardware, buy local, shop local, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. And guys, don't forget to tell them I want to grill my ace off. Grill your ace off. That means you go to Ace at the JRC Ace, get yourself a grill, get ready for spring and summer, baby. Ace Hardware. That's the place, baby. So again, yes, you gotta love them. What else we got to do? All right, what else we got? Let's start off, folks. Chicago Prime Steakhouse on Friday. Speaking of Ace, thank you, Jackie and Kathy and everybody showing up from JRC Ace Hardware. It was a nice little event. Thank you so much, Double T, Tony Toto on Friday. Now, Saturday, we made our debut at Johnny Cabs, ABS, and that is in Burr Ridge, Illinois. To a sold-out show. What a beautiful place. Scott and the crew do an incredible job. They're the staff, their sound company, their stage, lights, smoke, all that stuff. It was just really, really fun to play a new venue with a new vibe and seeing all you wonderful people there. And the list goes on and on. Besides, I want to thank Louis Pipes and Dana and Felix Greco for coming up and singing some songs and sharing stage with us. And everybody else that showed up, Danny, Mazzy, Carlo, Carol, thank you guys all, Billy Campanelli, Dave and Pam, the list go on and on, Danita and all you wonderful people who actually took the time and come out to the show on Saturday night, Mary, Mike, Ross, etc., etc., etc. I do appreciate. Band was over the top. Jerry Jams, his stuff, man. I want to thank, of course, Tino on piano. The first time he was with us, he's fantastic. He'll be doing more shows with us. Danny Ramundi, percussion, saxophone. Double T, Tony Toto, of course, doing what he does. And, of course, the incomparable Lisa P., bringing her magic to the stage. So it was a lot of fun, and thank you all for coming out, and really nice experience. Now, we got another day coming up there. I think it's a Thursday night with just me and Lisa P., but we'll keep you posted on the date. I think it's later on in the year, but thank you so much for Burr Ridge. Sunday, we stopped at my buddy Dave Antonelli's house to wish his son Joey a happy birthday, 19 years old. That was later on in the afternoon, an early afternoon. We went to a memorial for our good friend, the late, great Carol Minotti. She was a great friend. Her and Dan, just good people. They've been following my show for many, many years, and she's just a sweetheart of a lady. And of course, she passed away. They did the memorial at Bellagio's on Roselle Road, and they served food, everything from like 2 to 4, and then they had the mass. The right word to say it, but until 5 o'clock, and I got to see Berto there and the staff. But Carol Minotti, thank you so much for always supporting, and Daniel, and we'll always keep you on our prayers, guys. And it's nice when you. Good people. Unfortunately, some of these people pass away, and it's sad. It is. And I've been about maybe 5 wakes in the last couple months. And when you go to a wake and you get a nice little card, all the nice cards, thank you for coming. But this one would hit me a little bit more than normal. We're talking about AJ from Chicago Prime Italian and Chicago Prime Steakhouse. It was a nice little letter. It said, "Dearest Tony, we can't thank you enough for being there for in our family. You are loved by him and every one of us. It was something we will never forget. Your kindness, you're a good man." George is gone, of course, and thank you, AJ. I mean, beautiful, beautiful card, and it was so nice of that. And I was saying, it was getting to the point where you're just seeing people at weddings, or you're seeing people at funerals, and it's just crazy. Anyway, busy week coming up this Thursday, the 12th, if I'm correct. We're going to be at the Chez Hotel. Rooftop concert back again there in Arlington Heights, me and Double T, Tony Toto. Friday, Chicago Prime Steakhouse. That's an 8 o'clock hit. And Saturday, the boys will be at Ron Onesti's Club Arcada Speakeasy in St. Charles. That's an 8:30 hit. Oshos.com. Double T, Tony Toto, and Bob Pucci. It's going to be the band on Saturday. And just busy week, guys. Still a lot of stuff going on with the kitchen and everything. So getting there, slowly but surely getting there. All right, let's get to some stuff here. Prayers out to my good friend Matt Kassane, his mom, out of the hospital, and she's in her new place now. So I hope she gets better there. We do appreciate that. Prayers go out to that. So I hope you guys turned the clock back. Did you guys get screwed up with the clock change? I was a little groggy, but I'm up early anyway, right? So what do I know? Too bad they didn't have to do that kind of stuff. Wish they just keep it regular time instead of changing all this bullshit, right? Isn't that crazy? It's nuts to me. Let's see. I'm just trying to go today. March 6th was Father's Memorial Day. For all the people that lost your fathers, my dad died many years ago up in heaven at the age of 58 years old. Giancarlo, I still think of him a lot. And for all you fathers out there, God bless you. Jesus, I'm just trying to get all these different stories here. Some of the stuff I might have missed. Rolling Stones, the Rolling Stones, ladies and gentlemen, 62 years. This band has been together 62 years. They started in 1962 with Ian Stewart, background keyboard player, Rhodey, Mick Jagger, of course, Keith Richards, Bill Wyman, Charlie Watts, and Brian Jones. It was Brian Jones' band. Late 60s, Brian Jones drowns. And then they bring in Mick Taylor, great guitar player, just didn't fit with the Rolling Stones. You know what I mean? Mick Taylor leaves after a couple years. The band keeps going. Ronnie Wood steps in. Used to be with Faces and Rod Stewart. Ronnie Wood, of course. Then Bill Wyman left. And, of course, Charlie passed away. But the Stones are still kicking 62 years. The Rolling Stones. It's amazing. There's no other band like them. And they're still putting out music, and they're still touring, and Mick and Keith look up in what they're doing. I mean, for their age and everything they do up there. Buddy, I hate time change. Buddy, great seeing you, everybody. David Joseph, my uncle and president of CD Company, Ralph Moda, died this morning. Oh, David, I'm so sorry about your uncle. My friend, my prayers go out to you and your family. David, how are you doing? Jill, Bobby, how are you doing, buddy? You're watching from the triangle. Yeah, the Gold Coast over there, Bobby. Yeah, we still got to talk, buddy. I've just been so nutty over here. Joey, great night spins. Thank you, you and Cindy, man. Just love you guys. Thomas, how you doing? Carlo Joseph, thank you, brother. I will see you later because tonight, me and Carlo and Jeff, we're going to the Chicago Blackhawks game tonight. We're going. I think they're playing the Utah Mormons or whatever they're called. What do I know? So we're going to a Blackhawks game to celebrate a little bit of early birthdays because my buddy Carlo's birthday, I think, is on Sunday, right? Or Monday. And then Jeff Hunt's birthday is on Sunday. So we're going to start the celebration a little early tonight at the Hawks game with a couple cocktails and we'll watch the game. Gina, how you doing? Gina, and happy birthday to your father up in heaven, Gina. We missed you on Saturday. How you doing, Ryan? Everybody watching here today. It's a good day. Rolling Stones, right? Mr. Provenzano, Kathy, how are you doing? All right, I'm just trying to get some other stuff that we might. Also, Patrice, thank you for the honey bears. Her cat Vincent died. When you lose a pet, that's just something you just don't like when you lose a pet, right? It's just it's sad. I hate losing pets. I really do. Okay. Let's see. Jennifer Roman, if I'm pronouncing her name right, she passed away. She was on the Charles in Charge. She was in Ghostbusters. She also played the Cindy during the Brady Bunch reunion show. She died at the age of 65 years old. 65 years old. I remember the face. I just don't remember her that much. Two former Chicago Blackhawks have passed away. A legendary Pierre Payant. He died at the age of 95 years old. And of course, Troy Murray. He's also passed away. Two Chicago legends, Blackhawks legends passing away. One of the great singers, of course, and part of the Rascals with Felix and the great Eddie Briganti has passed away this weekend too. Right? It just doesn't quit, guys. Let's talk about the Chicago Music Cruise. It's going to be happening in January 10th to the 17th of 2027. You guys missed it, the last three. Then hop on and join us on this one, number 4, Royal Caribbean Cruise Line. We're going back there by popular demand. Stars of the Sea. Beautiful, beautiful ship. And we're going to start off in Orlando, Bahamas, Cocoa Keys, St. Martin, and St. Thomas. It's going to be a lot of fun. So go to chicagomusiccruise.com, put in Tony Ocean, or go to NTD Vacations, Mary at NTD Vacations, find out some information on the cruise, or better yet, pick up the phone and give her a call at 630-688-1725 and say you want to go on the ocean with Ocean and Seventh Heaven. Seventh Heaven and Tony Ocean, Jerry Jams, Tony Toto, and the Professor Daryl Armenstad on this one. And Carlo Briatti, our saxophone player. So it's going to be a great cruise in January of 2027. There's my good buddy Danny Mazzi. Great seeing Danny and Robin this past weekend. Thank you guys very much. Armando Supermarkets. 925 Liberty Street in Elgin, Illinois. Not only meats, not only produce, groceries, rotisserie chicken, and more. Armando's. My local shop, local. That's what it's about, right? All right. So I'm just going down the line. Our prayers. First of all, there was a bomb threat at the Kansas City airport. They had to land the plane. They closed the airport. Thank God, nothing. Nobody got hurt. So it's a crazy world that we're living in, man. Our prayers go out to the earthquake in Louisiana and Mississippi out that way. 4.4 on the scale. Louisiana, Oklahoma. Mother Nature, man. Mother Nature. You can't nothing with that. How about Union, Michigan? Horrible tornado in Union, Michigan. I seen some of the footage live when it was happening. So our prayers, the damn, man. I want about some happy news. Happy news here about Ryan Shiriani there from ABC going on 20 years. Ryan's, I love him on the show. Every time we have our Columbus Day parade, he's always giving us a big shout out. So happy 20 years at ABC. Hammer, what's going on, brother? Hope you're doing well. Okay. Just making sure I didn't miss anything here. Of course, I'm always going to miss something. Like I said, early shout out to Carlo Joseph's birthday and my buddy Jeff Hunt. I will see you guys tonight. We're going to the Hawks game. So cool. 60 years ago, in 1966, 60 years ago today or yesterday, if you're a Beatles fan, you'll understand Mr. John Lennon when he quoted in a news report by a reporter saying that we're more popular, the Beatles are more popular than Jesus. And of course, it was the backlash. People were burning their Beatle pictures and posters and albums and boycotting the Beatles. And to John Lennon's defense, of course, no one's more popular than Jesus or God. We know that, if you believe, for us believers out there, and I do believe. But I'm thinking that what he's saying, and at the time that they were out, if you think about it now, looking back and looking at some of the footage and reading some of the articles, at that time, when the Beatles hit United States of America, Ed Sullivan, I mean, it was like, wow. They'd never seen anything like that. I think it was even bigger than Elvis. And when those girls are there and they're screaming and they're yelling and they're crying, they're not thinking of anybody else. At that particular time, Beatlemania, at that particular time, the world was almost thinking that they were more popular than Jesus Christ. And of course, he apologized, came back, of course, in the backlash. But at the time, what he was thinking, I think that the people, the way they were treating these four guys like they were gods. So, Joanne Lulo, I hope you're doing well. It is Monday, the 9th of March. Let's see. New York Post, Rihanna, the singer Rihanna, I guess somebody took a shot at her house while she was at home. 3 or 4 shots. I guess a 30-year-old girl lady was caught, was arrested. And no harm, no damage to her. I'm sure the house was damaged. BJ Murray, long time no see, buddy. What's going on? Long time just sitting here on the east side of New York at the hospital waiting to go in for a knee surgery. I won't be doing the river dance or the Irish breaking dance next week. All the best. Well, thank you, BJ. And hopefully when you get yourself up and running, come on back on the show, buddy. Patrice, I'm sorry about your cat, my dear friend. Angelo Packy's in the house. Kathy Splatro, Yolanda, Daryl, live from Arizona. Hi, guys. How are you doing? Also celebrating, we just spoke about AJ and Chicago Prime. They own Chicago Prime Steakhouse, Chicago Italian, Avanti Banquets. They've also been owners, not for 80 years, but 5 O'Clock Steakhouse in Milwaukee is celebrating 80 years in the business. And it's probably one of the best steakhouses downtown Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And so, AJ, congratulations to you guys. 80 years. 80 years. Like Ron, the Arcada Theater, 100 years. I was just talking to Berto from Bellagio, 30, 40 years. That restaurant's 30 years. That restaurant's been there. He's been with them since he was 14 years old. So it's nice when you see some of these restaurants and places that are still successful and still good. The food's still good. The service is good. Everything is still good. Red Bull came out. I've never been a Red Bull guy. I think I tried it once when it first came out to see what the all hype was about. It's supposed to give you all this energy and bullshit. And of course, these energy drinks are bad for you. But Jack Daniels is a different story. But that Red Bull stuff will kill you. Now they're coming up with a new drink. Red Bull's putting out a new drink to counterwise the one that picks you up. Well, if you got a drink or something that's going to pick you up, well, next day you're going to have a drink that puts you down. It's going to make you sleep for almost 8 to 12 hours, this special new drink that Red Bull is putting out. Now, that I might try because that I need to sleep. So if that puts me to sleep and I don't feel groggy when I wake up, well, then I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Now, guys, tomorrow, Carol Brandolino, of course, my co-host, will be here Wednesday. We got my good buddy Nick, one of the professional wrestlers in the Chicagoland area. I like to talk to because we love wrestling. So Nick's going to be on. He's also he's the son of Mike and Gigi from Crash Champions Collision Auto Repair. He's got some tournaments coming up, so I'm going to talk to him on Wednesday. And then Friday, live from Texas, my good friend Bobby La will be joining us, Bobby LaMantia, because Ocean's Rat Pack will be in Texas. Mara, Shani, anybody that's listening and near Texas, we will be there. October 16th will be in Lubbock, and October 16th will be in Armadillo, Armadillo is the animal. And on the 17th of October, we'll be in Lubbock. So we'll give you more information. But Bobby LaMantia will be on this Friday, and you can tell me about the venue and what he's doing. So that's it. Teddy Kossoff's in the house. Teddy, we got to get you on the show, brother. Yeah, I just was by Jimmy Place, his restaurant, a couple weeks ago. So Teddy, check that area. Don't forget I got a great gig coming up at 28 Mile in Highwood, Illinois. On the 21st of March with the Main Event Band. It's 4 to 7. It's an early show because then they have someone at a later show. So that's gonna be cool. It's a distillery in Highwood. I heard it's very classy. So looking forward to that. Jeff Hunt, happy early birthday, buddy! And I will see you and Carlo tonight at the Hawks, Blackhawks against the some Mormon team from Utah. I didn't even know they play hockey in Utah. What do I know? Yeah. All right. I mentioned something on the last show on Friday about Corey Harrison. He was the son of Rick Harrison from Pawn Stars, and he got in a bad motorcycle accident in Mexico. And then he came out and was doing a GoFundMe page. And I was saying with these popular TV shows, the reruns, you make a certain amount of money. I don't know how much money they made, but they made big money. And some of the stuff is still on. I don't know how many times Pawn Stars are on today. And I mentioned Friends, how much they made. And then my friend Craig came in and corrected me. The guys, the cast at Friends who are still alive, they make like $20 million a year from the reruns of Friends. Now, granted, Friends was probably a bigger show than Pawn Stars, but Pawn Stars was on a long time, and this guy asked for a GoFundMe page. I thought that was kind of odd. But then later came out later, a couple days later, his father, Rick, said no, he is going to pay. He's paying for his sons, so he doesn't need a GoFundMe page. So I don't know if it was a prank, whatever. They better pay for his son, and they better have money. They went through some financial shit. This is your son. Dare you guys ask for a GoFundMe page? When the GoFundMe page is for people who need it, okay? When they really need it. The Utah Mormons, is that what they're called? Is that the name of the team? You just busted chops. I know they're from Utah, but, what do I know? All right. A couple other things here. Let's see. Star Trek. I was a fan of Star Trek. Still am. Next Generation was cool. The movies were cool. Captain Kirk, Spock, Scotty. You know, you got to love it. The movies were great. The Klingons, right? And now they're coming out with some new Star Trek, a new show, or new movie, which I didn't see yet. But one of the Klingons is now homosexual. And I guess a lot of people have a problem with that, maybe because it's the Star Trek franchise. They're Klingons. They're aliens. Who knows? Well, you know, why is people making such a big stink over this shit? They had to make news, right? Yeah, nothing else to talk about. There's Albert. What's up, buddy? I hope you're doing well. All right, celebrities. I'm going to ask your opinion. You meet celebrities and sports figures, celebrities, whatever everybody you meet, somebody popular. They're eating in a restaurant. They're walking in the restaurant. They're eating a restaurant. You don't want to bother them. But they should get up and take a picture when they have the time, right? Or sign an autograph. Now, there's some entertainers and celebrities that frown on that. Well, like Michael Jordan used to never sign anything. Well, you know how much this is going to be worth if I sign it? A real asshole. You owe it to these people who buy your jerseys, buy your records, buy your T-shirts, buy your ticket sales, concerts, go see movies, go to your premieres. You owe it to every fan. Now, I can see if you're eating with your family, wait till afterwards. If you're taking a piss or taking a shit in the bathroom, you don't want to be bothered. But when there's a time and someone comes up to you politely, professionally, and asks you for an autograph or a picture, it's your duty. It's your duty. Your duty. You owe it to the fans, the people that support you. If they weren't seeing your concerts and weren't buying your records or your T-shirts or your merchandise or nothing, your jersey in football, you wouldn't have shit. Now, that could be little guys like us and big guys out there that are huge. Always take the time to take a picture. Always take the time and do what you have to do. You owe it to the people. You owe it to the fans who support you and made you who you are. Now, granted, they all do their work, got it. But if it wasn't for the fans, you'd be nobody. Important. Sometimes I frown on some of these guys. No autographs, no autographs. Who the hell do you think you are? Horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. I'm at the doctor's office doing your 6 months exam. Well, I hope that's well. Like Mean Joe Green and Coca-Cola jersey. Okay, I don't know the story behind that, but all right. The best signs to date and marry. I don't know where they come up with this. This is from zodiacrule.com. What are the best months, your zodiac sign, if you're dating somebody or you're going to marry somebody? Some older entertainers are being careful. I got it with the whole disease, the germs. All right, put a mask on then. Whatever. You still owe it. You still owe it. Oh, it was a commercial. All right, James. I have to see that one. All right. Best signs to date and marry. Coming in at number 6 is Sagittarius. Coming in at number 5 is Geminis. Coming in at number 4 is Libras. Coming in at number 3 is Scorpios. Coming in at number 2 is Virgos. And coming in to number 1, the best person you should date or marry are Pisces. Zodiac rule. Let's see, crime, Hard Rock Casino, which we're going to be there, folks, April 1st, the Hard Rock Casino in Rockford, April 1st for National Cheap Trick Day with my rock band, Moe's Dream Police. We're excited. This happened a couple weeks ago. Arrest made for the connection to bomb threat at Rockford's Hard Rock Casino. A man has been arrested and calling the bomb threat Tuesday, according to Rockford Police. Around 3:40 p.m., officers responded to the casino investigation. The alleged threat and were able to identify Joshua Ellsworth, 32 years old, as a suspect, trying to bomb threat to a casino. Isn't that nuts? Albert, Laura's doing good. Oh, thank you for that. Speaking of, that was the next topic. She's actually, my sister Natalie too has been under the weather, and Laura's been under the weather, and they got some antibiotics, and they're getting better. Laura's going out of town on Thursday, so she just makes sure that she was feeling better. So thank you. She is feeling better. And speaking of course, on Wednesday coming up, October 25th, on March 25th is the debut of Ocean Split. Ocean Split, not Pit, Split. It's going to be my wife, Laura Ocean, of course, and Carol Brandolino, my co-host. They're having their own segment on Wednesdays here at this platform at 12 o'clock. And it's all about women from the girls' table. Their point of views of stuff that's going on, women, relationships, health, menopause, stories. So they're going to do it every other Wednesday. But the first one is March 25th at 12 o'clock right here. So tune in for Ocean Split. It's going to be fun, especially for you ladies out there, and some of you men too might want to give them a listen and see where the women's frame of mind is and what they're thinking on certain things. So I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be good. I've been blocked, unblocked, loved, hated, and unadded, but never forgotten. I like that quote. And that can go probably for every single one of us. Johnny's Kitchen and Tap, great place in Glenview. 30 years they've been there. I'm going to be there April 4th. It's a Saturday night. But the owners of Johnny's Kitchen and Tap are excited to announce that they are making a change. While Johnny's will be closing its doors on Monday, May 11th, they are thrilled to share that they will be reopening again as Lake Street Tavern in the same location. They're just changing the format. They're changing the concept. The food will be the same. It will still be everything, but it's not going to be called Johnny's Kitchen and Tap. It's going to be called Lake Street Tavern. Same location, and it's going to reopen again June of 2026. So it's only going to be closed for a couple months. Bringing you the elevated take on all-American feel-good food with cold beers, craft cocktails in a comfortable and modern setting, showing all your favorite sporting events. They invite you to join us through Mother's Day 10th for a taste of. So Johnny's Kitchen Camp closing for like 2 months or 1 month, and that's revamping it into a kind of a sports bar thing kind of feel. That's going to be now Lake Street Tavern. Our good friends from Johnny's Kitchen and Tap. Another suburban Chicago firefighter was injured. Our prayers out to all those first responders. Here's a quote. How do Democrats still not understand everything is on record? Now, this could be Democrat and Republican. And speaking of, I need to be a big shout out to Mr. Orange, who was on the show on Friday as my guest for the last half hour. If you did get a chance to tune in, we asked him a lot of questions, and he came with some great answers. Former CIA, former military. His father was high-ranking general. And he said what he was allowed to say, what he couldn't say. But I think he did ask. A whole bunch of answer some good questions. Isabella Drake, great seeing you at Johnny Cabs, and happy birthday to Isabella Drake. Thank you, mate, so much. Great seeing you and time. Thank you. Okay, so everything is on record, even when you do this show. Everything you say, they can come back and find this shit. Look at this. Chuck Schumer, back in 1996, said the number one reason people come to the United States illegally is to defraud systems like Social Security. And he wants to stop it. Now, that was 1996. It's on record. You can see it. Google it. Everything you say. So you got to be careful. Hi, Pat Lanzini. I hope you're doing. Alderman Dick Sayed from Des Plaines. How you doing? Mel Lennon Reed. Hope you guys are doing well. Pat, hope to see you. 28 Mile, Highwood, 4 to 7. It's not too late. Nice and early. So hope you can come out and enjoy the show. Be good seeing you, honey. Newsmax, whether you follow it or not, Epstein's autopsy. You heard these rumors, allegedly, Some people believe that he's dead, that they shipped him somewhere. A veteran forensic pathologist who witnessed Jeffrey Epstein's autopsy is again calling for a deeper review of his death, saying newly released documents only reinforce his belief that Epstein was murdered. Now, some people think he was murdered. Some people say he hung himself. Some people said he's still alive. It's going to be going on forever. I don't know. We're never going to know, right? Is he dead? I don't know. Do we care? Yeah, we do care. I hope he is dead. Fox News, defining life. Puerto Rico's Governor Jennifer Gonzalez signed a landmark bill into law that officially recognizes unborn babies as human beings with legal personhood. Now, this is something that I'm going to save and send to Laura and Carol for this is about women and babies and abortions and stuff like that. And, you got to be really, really careful with these topics. Not supposed to talk about that. That's, what. So I'm going to definitely do that. And because when they do their show on the 25th of this month, and then going to start doing it every other Wednesday, and getting a women's point of view, which is really cool. Glad they're both doing that. Yeah. So, let's see. Facts. This is something you're going to learn here, guys. Facts your body does every day, but nobody talks about. Facts that your body does every day, but no one talks about. The average person poops 1 to 2 pounds per day. Number 2, poop is about 75% water, even when it looks solid. Lunchtime talk. Stuff you don't know. The average person spends over 3 years of their life sitting on a toilet. Number 4, feces gets its brown color from dead red blood cells. No one talks about this stuff. Number 5, toilet paper wasn't widely used until the 1800s. Right? Well, leaves and twigs. Number 6, people use everything from corn cobs and stones before that. That's how they cleaned themselves. Holding your urine for too long can stretch your bladder and mess with your nerves. And number 8, some toilets in Japan play music to mask the sounds of when you're going to the bathroom. Facts. Facts of stuff you didn't know your body did and didn't want to talk about. Now I'm talking shit. Yeah, let's see what he's going to talk about today. Let's see. I bet you didn't know this. These are mind-blowing facts. Okay? Mind-blowing facts. Let's see. Number 6. Sinister is one of the scariest horror movies proven by science. Scare score 96 to 100. Sinister? I didn't see it. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but they say it's one of the scariest movies ever. Number 5, a single strand of human hair can hold up to 100 grams of weight. A single strand of human hair can hold up to 100 grams of weight. Number 4, one baked sweet potato can give your body 400% of the vitamins it needs to keep your eyes and skin healthy. Sweet potatoes. Number 3, 23 million Americans believe chocolate milk comes from brown cows. Folks, do you believe? You can't make this up, folks. 23 million Americans believe that chocolate milk comes from brown cows. Number 2, study finds that at the age of 60, you're the smarter and more emotionally intelligent than you'll ever be. Well, I don't know about that. I'm 63. And number 1, most Mind-blowing facts. Most people meet their person only after the age of 30. Most people meet their person only after the age of 30. Pat, did you know that the average person passes gas 13 times a day? I did not know. I did not know that. Ken, how you doing? I love you guys too. Kathy, I don't even eat that much. Life, Frankie, life. You're right. You look at some of these things. These stories are crazy. When you try to find some of this stuff, it's mind-boggling. ABC Chicago, a small plane crash into a residential neighborhood Saturday in northern Illinois. Thank God nobody was hurt. Some of these stories are about a week old, so I'm sorry about that. And we also talked about so many times, we talked about Fox 32 News TSA agents working without pay. And that's something, if you notice a little longer lines and some of this stuff when you're traveling lately, the TSA agents were working without pay again. It's mine from travelers, longer lines, more bullshit. Let's see. Now, look, it's a topic that you're not supposed to talk about. Some people are believe and back ICE to 100%, and then there's the other people that don't back them. There's some people that can't stand them. Well, we know the whole story because you can see it happening around the world. But this is according to Newsmax, if you follow it or not. An Arizona restaurant owner told Newsmax that his establishment offers free food. Restaurant owner and Newsmax, free food for all people who are ICE officers. Now, I don't know how popular that could be to a lot of people, but it's interesting, all this stuff, right, that you're hearing every day, good and bad. Good and bad, definitely for sure. Popular, let's see, pop star and former WWF, believe it or not, Jelly Roll did wrestle, accused of sending hush money to a woman. Ooh, no shit. They look so happy, Jelly Roll and his wife. Rose, how are you doing, my dear friend? I hope you and Sal are great seeing you guys on Friday night. Yeah, so pop star Jelly Roll, hush money. Ooh. It makes a difference. You make you wonder how many people actually do that. Well, we already talked about the 100 of people walking out on some of these stories here, folks. Las Vegas report for all you Las Vegas fans. Las Vegas ended 2025 with one of the highest jobless rates in the nation. For being metro areas and slump in tourism, America's casino capital border jitters. Las Vegas is suffering. We've been talking about this a couple of times. I think my buddy Carlo, who was there for the Super Bowl, it was crowded, but not like it should be. With the high rates of everything they're charging and all the bullshit they're going in Las Vegas, no wonder why. Keith, how you doing? Pat, why is that the sundown shutdown is because of no funds, but then when the shutdown is over, all those were not getting paid, whether working or not, receive. I don't think they got any back pay yet. That's something I should have asked Mr. Orange or someone else in Illinois or find out about that. Who can afford to go there? You're right. I mean, the flights, I don't know if they're that expensive, but if you're staying on the Strip and those giant hotels with the resort fees, I remember my buddy Ryan, God bless, used to work with me for years. He's in North Carolina, Rhino. He said he went there and he was looking at his bill at the end and it said pool charge. The pool wasn't even open. To clean the pool, it wasn't even open. Save your money. Stay away from Las Vegas. Oh, my God. You went to Vegas in January, had to wait way too long for drinks. Yeah, you shouldn't have to wait that long. Congratulations to Sydney Barber, selected as the first Black woman brigade commander in the U.S. Naval Academy. Well, thank you. Congratulations to Sydney Barber. More power to the women, ladies and gentlemen, because it's Women's Month. Let's see, New York Post. Biohackers chasing the fountain of youth are turning to the unlikely new tool, nicotine. Some parts of, right? You heard about this, the cigarettes? Hawthorne Racetrack is not getting paid either. They haven't paid the employees in 2 weeks. I didn't even know they were still open, Keith. That's interesting news. Well, I'm sorry about that. I hope you guys do end up getting paid if that's the case. Horrible. Double T. What's up, brother? And I don't know if Jerry Jams is watching, Jerry, because I don't see you come up. So if you're watching, buddy, hello, my friend. And thank you for your great job on Saturday. What is longevity nicotine? Biohackers claim nicotine can actually help you live longer if you take it in a certain way. Why not? I think it's a good thing. Yeah, I'm not a smoker. I'm a cigar smoker. Smoke a pipe, not that kind of pipe. So get mine out of tobacco. I like that kind of stuff. Anyway, you're watching Ocean's Pit show about big things, folks. Monday night, it's time for the JRC Ace Hardware Minute, and that's where we bring weather. Sponsored by our good friends from Ace Hardware, JRC, Ace Hardware, buy local, shop local, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. It is 63 degrees right now, folks. It's about 43% humidity out there with 15-mile-an-hour winds. We're going to try fishing a little bit right after this show, me and Carlo. But it's still a beautiful day because the rest of the week's going to turn to shit. So go out and enjoy a beautiful afternoon. And that's the weather brought to you by our good friends from JRC Ace Hardware. Buy local, shop local, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. John Davey, what's up, brother? I just talked to Matt, your cousin, this morning. We're talking about the Dream Police. April 1st, Hard Rock Casino in Rockford, Illinois, home to Cheap Trick for National Cheap Trick Day. It starts at 7 o'clock, folks, with Billy and the Vintage Saints will be kicking it off, and then Dream Police, the Dream Police, Cheap Trick all night. Excited. What else we got coming up? March 19th, we'll be at the Chef Shangri-La in North Riverside. On the 21st, will be at 28 Mile Distillery in Highwood, Illinois. On the 25th, returning to Taverna on Division. On the 26th, we'll be at Positano's. 25th, Rosario's in Roselle. 28th, is Taverna on Division. April 11th will be at Primo. 2 shows that day, so not to confuse everybody. During the afternoon, Ocean's Rat Pack will be the Hobart Theater in Indiana in the afternoon at 2:30. And then at 7 o'clock, Tony Ocean Show with Double T will be at Primo in Gurnee, Illinois on April 11th. April 16th will be in Fishers, Indiana. April 16th will be at the Getaway in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. So Thursday night in Lake Geneva. And then Ocean's Rat Pack, May 9th, will be at the Cove in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin for Mother's Day weekend. And then the 25th or 28th, 25th of April, I'll be going back to a place called Docks in Wakanda. I haven't played there in years, and there's something just came to me, and it kind of worked out. So it's going to be interesting. Looking forward to that up in that area. Rick, great seeing you at my party, buddy. I appreciate it. Hanging and banging. Nicotine patches. If you want to start losing some weight. Let's see. People Magazine. New Jersey man convicted of murdering his brother, entire family, then setting fire to their house and his own. You know what's so weird? These cowards. You kill the people you're going to kill, do what you do. And then what? You don't face the consequences. You end up killing yourself. What's wrong with these whack jobs? Look, what was this? This is like 2 weeks ago. Chicago bomb threat, 5701 South Cicero, Midway Airport, in the parking garage. I mean, this is just whacked out stuff. Look at this. This, according to News Channel 12, restaurant attacked. Police arrested 41-year-old Hilda Grutland after they say she assaulted 5 people at the Burrito Bar in Prospect Heights. They say 52-year-old man was punched while walking with his children. A 53-year-old woman, 20-year-old woman were struck in the face. Police say a 36-year-old woman was hit in the head with a cell phone, and a 62-year-old man was hit in the head with a glass bottle. The person was arrested. No shit. Nuts. Illinois lawmakers wants to tax your grocery bags, right? Burning leaves, they want to tax. The fire pits in your backyard, they want to tax. Here you go, folks. Just introduced a House Bill 5112, Carry-Out Bag Reduction Act, which slap a new fee on every carry-out bag you get in the store, plastic, paper, or reusable. This is supposed to start supposedly, allegedly, January 1st, 2027. 10 cents per bag jumps to 2028, 2029, 25 in 2030, and keeps rising if the bag use doesn't drop 90%. Plastic bags banned for home deliveries, fines up to $1,000 for stores that don't comply, except for SNAP food stamp purchases, but everyone else pays. It's already being called another cost of living hit on Illinois' families while Springfield collects the cash. Brickster, nice job, Governor. Nice job. A bomb threat. James said it was a bomb threat near Gurney's Walmart. Well, thank you, Jimmy, for that update. And I hope just prayers in this crazy world that we're living in. Just prayers. Let's see. Excessive. Okay, gentlemen. This might explain why I lost my hair when I did. And all you gentlemen out there. Excessive masturbation may lead to hair loss. Recent study suggests. Make this up, folks. We're going to go into the bathroom. Recent reports that spark conversation about the potential link between excessive masturbation and hair loss. While the topic has been long surrounded by myths and stigma, some health experts suggest that overindulgence should indirectly affect your hair health. Frequent. I'm not even going to continue this. Oh, my God. No topic. There is no topic untouched here. Does that include women too? Because you got to be more than just men. Gina, that's funny. I got Toto laughing, so it's funny. Rose, it's funny. Robert Kraft, you might not remember him. No, he is the owner of the New England Patriots. He's 84 years old. Let's see, he married a 52-year-old woman named Dana Bloomberg, a 32-year age gap that proves love has no rules, with a net worth of $11.1 billion. Busy boy. Being in his bags of cash. This is a story where she said she didn't know what he did for a living or something when she met him, or when she fell in love with him. Yeah. 11.11. I'll marry you too. Just one wonderful story after another, folks, here on Ocean's Pit. A little fun for all you wonderful people taking the time to watch the show today. Spoilers, pushed the remote station conflict further than anyone expected. And an incident took place in Russia's Bellinghausen station in Antarctica, where engineer Signey Stavinsky reportedly attacked his colleague, Olgy Bralvelovich, after repeated arguments. According to reports, Stavinsky became increasingly frustrated because Borinsky kept revealing the ending of the books he was reading. So this fight started between two people in Russia, because one guy was reading the book, either it was a mystery or whatever it was, and the other guy kept telling him the ending before it got to the end of the book. So they beat each other up. You can't make this up. That's going to the movies and and people tell you the mystery ending or whatever. I don't care if somebody tells me the ending. Right? I don't care. I'll just enjoy it. So since we're keeping the topic, my God, this is crazy. Condom crisis at the Winter Olympics. 10,000 packs at the Games Village is gone in just 3 days. What else can we talk about in this hour of fun? Condom crisis at the Winter Olympics. 10,000 packs, Games Village gone in 30 days. Woo! That's a lot of action there, folks. Some of these stories are just talking about driving license and needing proof of some sort of ID to buy certain things, and they're just, they both did it. Yeah. Spain is recruiting. Here you go, Carlo. Anybody else that's out there that likes to gamble every now and then? If you move to Spain, is recruiting 10,000 volunteers for gambling daily for 4 years. Spain has unveiled one of the longest long-term gambling studies ever proposed, recruiting 10,000 volunteers to take part of a modern daily gambling activity over the next 4 years. The initiative is being led by public health research who aim to better understanding how consistent gambling habits affect the body and mind over time. But the question is, do you use your own money or do they give you money? You see, participants aged 50 to 75 who already gamble moderately will be split into two groups. One group will continue gambling for the extended period each day, while the second group will abstain. Both groups will be observed. It doesn't say who's coming up with the money. Now, if Spain's going to give you the money to gamble for 4 years, why not? Interesting. Very interesting. Well, yeah. Research finds that to quit smoking, you can spend 3 days in a sauna to sweat out the nicotine, making it much easier to stop. I don't know if that's true or not. I never had to stop smoking cigarettes because I never really smoked them. But studies suggest that a regular sauna may support a quit smoking journey by helping the body and mind relax. Well, guys who want to quit smoking, you might want to try this. The sauna, try to sweat it all out. Could be. Anyway, folks, all right. So you got all that information for today. I hope I made you laugh a little bit. Let's not forget my good buddy Tommy Vena from Jack Vena Landscaping. They offer monthly maintenance programs, bush trimming, spring, fall cleanup, bed mulching, fertilizing, weed control. They offer plant design, service, installation. They've been servicing the North Shore for 50 years. They do a great job with your landscaping needs. Call Jack Vena, Tommy at 847-432-5266. Tell them Ocean's Pit sent you. We're going to do these stories for tomorrow. Tomorrow, Carol Bandolino will be joining us on Tuesday, of course. Wednesday, we got my buddy Nick. For all you wrestling fans out there in the wrestling world, he'll be my guest on Wednesday. Carol's back on Thursday, and then Friday, Bobby Lamantia from Texas. He's got a big venue out there, and Ocean's Rat Pack is going to Texas in October, folks. We're actually going to Texas and Kentucky in October. So do some traveling with Ocean's Rat Pack. We're excited about that, guys. Birthdays for Monday, March 9th. Susan Croft, she played Tracy in the TV show Partridge Family, celebrating a birthday. Josh Hart from the New York Knickerbockers, celebrating a birthday. Ed McMahon, you're correct, sir. Johnny Carson, Star Search. Our little dog, Bella. 9 years old this past weekend, Bella. Kiki D, don't go breaking my heart with Elton John, 79 years old. Let's see. Jim Sahajas, the brother of Nick Sahajas, the piano man, celebrated a birthday. Mary Wilson from the Supremes. Let's see. Freddie Prince Jr., Mark Lindsay, Paul Revere and the Raiders, Emmanuel Lewis, the little black, the little African-American actor. I forgot the name of the TV show he was in. 55 years old. Bryan Cranston, great actor. Kenny Arnoff, great drummer, 73 years old. Beavis and Butthead, 1993 this show started. I never watched it. And Felix Greco, if you're watching, happy birthday to your mom. And of Mickey Dolenz, the surviving member of the Monkees. Mickey Dolenz, the Monkees tradition alive. Thursday, Chez Hotel Rooftop. Thursday night, 7 o'clock, we'll be there. Friday, Chicago Prime Steakhouse. Saturday, Ron Onesti's Club Arcada Speakeasy with the Main Event Band. That's at 8:38 at O Shows. Webster, thank you, Frankie. Webster is the name of the show. Webster, see? I knew it was a show, I just don't remember it. I don't think I've ever watched it. I got him confused with the, what are you talking about, Willis? And then the other guy, remember the McDonald's commercial, Rodney Allen Rimpey? That little cute kid with the hamburger. Yeah, I'm just losing it, guys. I'm going to the Hawks game. Me and my buddy Jeff and Carlo tonight against the Chicago Blackhawks and the Utah Mormons. That's going to be tonight, or the Utah, wherever they are. But we're going fishing right after this, folks. Anyway, I'm going to try to fish. So busy, good stuff. Busy week, busy fun. And thank you guys. And I just want to let you guys know that I was going to, of course, was it last week? That was our 6th year anniversary for Ocean's Pit. And I was going to make, Jill, how are you doing? Thank you. I was going to make a post thanking everyone. But every time I tried, I had too much to say, and then I would lose it, and then I would lose the thing. When you try to post something, if you put too much in it. So Mickey's 81 years old, Mickey from the Monkees. Anyway, so I did a live video, and I posted it on my 2 platforms and sent private messages to everybody and thanking everybody again for coming, because it was such a great event. And the people that were there was just, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Anyway, well, thank you, Peggy. Congratulations to you too. What you're doing with your products and stuff. I think you're working with my buddy. You got, wait. Okay. Yeah, we're getting a little cut in, folks. Anyway, guys, we want to thank our friends, of course, and our sponsors, our good friends from Ace Hardware, because Ace is the place, and they do the great job that they do, especially when you go to these places. You're going to support a local expense, like our friends from Ace Hardware, the JRC Ace Hardware, Bird Food. 2 20 bags for $20 lies last. Clark Kensington and Royal Paint. Fresh coat during spring cleaning, and save. Buy 1 gallon, get 1 gallon, 50% off for all your paint needs. Why not? And don't forget to tell them to grill your ace off. Grill your ace off. Get your new grill from our good friends from JRC Ace Hardware, Norwich, Des Plaines, Evergreen Park, Warrenville, Fox River Grove, Mesa, Arizona, Richmond, and coming in October of 2026, Elmwood Park, Illinois. JRC Ace Hardware, buy local, shop local, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. Guys, I want to thank you all for watching again today. Tomorrow we'll be back with another round of fun and excitement for Twisted Tuesday. And guys, buy local, shop local, support local establishments, support live entertainment, be kind to one another, folks. And if you're offended with anything in this show, I'll change the channel. Just because you're offended doesn't mean you're right. And remember, Wednesday, October 25th, Ocean Split. That's a new segment here on Wednesdays with my wife, Laura Ocean, and Carol Brandolino. And they're going to be talking about live from the girls' table, the women's point of view for a lunchtime fun. That's be Wednesday, March 25th, and then it will happen every other Wednesday. So enjoy. Be kind to one another. It's a crazy world out there, but have fun because that's what life is all about. Ringo Starr says, peace. Thank you all. Have a great day. My heart. God bless you. Take us out. Take us out, Nicholas. Take us out, Nicholas. One of those days. Bye-bye, everybody. Oh,
It's the end of the show. See you later from Tony O.
See you later, everybody. Thank you so much.